You know Linda Ronstadt as one of the greatest voices in popular music, as the artist who crossed genres from rock to country to mariachi to opera. But there are untold truths and rare photos from her life that reveal a story about artistic courage, personal sacrifice, and ultimately heartbreaking loss. Behind the incredible vocal performances and the commercial success, there is a woman who refused to be limited by genre or expectation, who walked away from fame at her peak, and who eventually lost the voice that defined her entire life. Stay with this video till the very end, because what these rare moments reveal will give you a completely new appreciation for her remarkable journey. Linda was born in Tucson, Arizona in 1946 into a musical family with Mexican and German heritage. Early photos from her childhood would show a girl growing up in the Southwest, surrounded by multiple musical traditions, singing from a very young age. Her father loved Mexican music, her mother sang, and the house was always filled with songs from different cultures. This upbringing gave her an appreciation for musical diversity that would define her career. She moved to Los Angeles as a teenager to pursue music, leaving behind her family and the security of home to chase an uncertain dream. Early career photos would show a young woman in the folk rock scene of the mid-60s, performing in clubs, trying to get noticed, and slowly building a following. She formed a band called the Stone Ponies and had a hit with a song in 1967, but the real success was still years away. She was learning, finding her voice, and developing the skills that would later make her a superstar. The untold truth about her rise to fame in the 70s is how much control she fought for as a female artist. Record executives wanted to mold her image, to tell her what to sing and how to present herself. She resisted, insisting on artistic control, choosing her own material, and building a sound that was uniquely hers. Behind every successful album from her peak years was a woman fighting battles with label executives, producers, and managers who thought they knew better than she did what her career should be. Her decision to explore different genres was considered risky and even career-damaging by many in the industry. After achieving massive success with rock and pop in the 70s, she walked away from that formula to record albums of standards with Nelson Riddle, to explore Mexican mariachi music, to sing Gilbert and Sullivan operettas. Industry people told her she was crazy, that she would lose her audience, that she was throwing away her career. But she did it anyway because artistic growth mattered more to her than playing it safe. Photos from her different musical phases show stunning versatility. Images of her in elegant gowns performing standards show a different side than photos of her in denim performing rock. Pictures from her mariachi performances, wearing traditional Mexican costumes and singing songs from her heritage, show someone connecting to her roots. Opera photos show someone pushing herself into territory that many pop singers would never dare attempt. Each phase represented courage and artistic ambition that most successful artists never show. The untold truth about her personal life involves loneliness and sacrifice that came with her level of success. She never married, though she had relationships including a long engagement to a prominent political figure. She adopted 2 children as a single mother, which was unusual for someone at her level of fame. Photos of her with her children show someone who chose family despite the challenges of balancing motherhood with a demanding career. She has spoken about the difficulty of touring while raising kids, about the guilt of being away, and about the choices women in entertainment have to make that men rarely face. What many fans do not know is that she struggled with deep insecurity despite her enormous talent. She dealt with stage fright, doubted her abilities, and often felt like a fraud despite critical acclaim and commercial success. Behind every confident performance were pre-show anxiety and the constant feeling that she was not good enough. This vulnerability makes her achievements even more impressive because they came despite internal battles that she rarely let show publicly. Her decision to stop performing in the late 90s was not really a decision at all. She started noticing that her voice was changing, that she could not hit notes she once could, that something was wrong. She struggled for years trying to figure out what was happening, seeing doctors who could not diagnose the problem. Photos from this period show someone clearly dealing with something difficult, looking worried and uncertain in ways she never had before. If you loved learning the real story behind Linda Ronstadt and want more honest looks at music legends, make sure you subscribe and turn on notifications. Like this video, share it with music lovers, and tell us in the comments which part of her untold story moved you the most.